Oh, look at us. Live on
Live
YouTube.
actual recording is higher quality, folks. Thanks for being here for this medium quality recording, and we can't wait to drop a high quality recording very soon.
Oh, yes. It's
Oh,
OSF on
yes.
the YT
Wait. Oh, on the
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the.
Only doing acronyms. OSF on the YT. As like young teens. I was like, that sounds terribly inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
What else could YT be?
Whitey.
Huh?
Whitey.
Whitey?
Yeah,
What do you mean by
is what
that?
it sounds like. That's what it sounds like tidy
YT.
whiteys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyways, we're
We are live,
live.
and we are going to go live for every single episode for this final season of Only Suits Fans. Not
Without
final.
announcing it.
Yeah, we're just here. We're raw dogging it because that's what we like to do.
If you're here, thanks for finding it.
Thanks for
You're a
finding
true
it.
fan.
It's not the end of Only Suits Fans. It's just, well, it's the end of Only Suits Fans eventually, but not the end of OSF, right?
No, not the end. Not the end.
No,
just the
not
beginning.
end. Yeah.
It is the end of this series, though.
I know.
My goodness. I honestly am shocked that we are here because when we first started this adventure, I was like, I don't know if we're going to make it 9
Well,
seasons.
and I looked at you before this started and I said, are you sure you want to do this? This is 9 seasons.
And I was like,
yeah,
sure.
I'm in. And then after the first season, I was like, do you want to keep going? You're like, yeah, I'm into it.
And I am.
Right?
It's gone so fast, Amanda.
It's like, you do something and all of a sudden time flies when you're having fun. And it's also like you get consistent, you start to get results. Like before we even get into it, I'm going to ask you a depo. I don't even know if we've ever done that, a depo before,
Oh my God.
or a brief. What is something that you've done for a while and then finally we're like, hey, I think I saw some results?
Oh, yeah. I mean, as a woman with undiagnosed ADHD, I feel like I do a lot of that. Like journaling, I feel great when I journal, or like setting time aside, or like screen-free Sundays.
Yeah.
Or when I do like even just like a 15-minute muscle workout in the mornings, like I feel so good. And I see results and I'm like, this is so great. And then I'm like, I feel so good. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to stop.
No need to keep going. We've seen
the
results.
Need. I want to feel bad again so I can do this all over. But I'm proud of us, Amanda.
I'm so proud of us.
I'm proud of us because this has felt good. This has had results, and we're in it. You know what I mean?
We're in it. We're in it to win it. If this is a contest, we'd be winning it because we're in it.
Because we're in it. Should we clap?
We should clap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready? One,
two, three. I can't wait to see what that looks like live on YouTube.
I know, because it looked awful for me.
And it looked good for me. And last time that was bad. So let's try it again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's great. That was perfect for me. Was it awful for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll figure out who's right here.
Yeah. We don't know. Unlike some of our other things where we've known who is right. This one we don't know until it drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should we say the names of the episode?
We should.
Because this is our last season to do that.
And by we, I mean you.
Sure. Yeah. This is season 9, episode 1, Everything's Changed, and season 9, episode 2, Special Master. I don't love that name.
I do not like that name. Not a fan.
No. Ooh, Carl really kind of got a little lax on this one.
I do like Everything's Changed though, because it has.
It has. I did something that I didn't do for basically the entire season 8, which was to write the brief.
You did write it. Wait, Amanda, this is so funny because I knew that you were on brief duty, but then when I opened up our notes doc and I saw that there was a brief written, I was like, better get ready to read my brief. I didn't write this. It's you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. If you're just finding us, we're supposed to take turns writing briefs, and I just didn't in season 8. I improvised all of mine, and
they were great.
I'm back. I'm back into writing again. I got it going, So
Yeah.
without further ado, here we go. This is the final first brief of the season. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Robert Zane is gone, and did Maggie barely notice? Another key player at the firm with all the names has taken one for the Harvey Specter team and left a void at this storied firm. Or did he? We're at the top of season 9 and characters keep dropping like flies. Is it the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning? Has everything changed or has nothing changed? Will Lewis ever figure out that will Lewis ever figure out that Darby is a thing, or has he known all along? Will Harvey and Samantha form a co-ed boxing team? Will they ever figure out how to get Zane's name off the wall? Will Faye be the best managing partner this firm has ever seen? Will someone please bring Benjamin a bag of bacon? These are all burning questions I have for Maggie as the end draws near.
Ooh, those burning bacon questions.
Isn't Benjamin the one who loves a bag of bacon?
A big bag of bacon. And only Mike ever brought it for him.
Mike was the only one. Mike who?
Mike who? I forgot. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know. You see that callback? Barely noticed.
I did. I noticed the callback. And I did. And I didn't. I mean, I noticed because they talk about Zane the entire time, but I didn't notice he wasn't there. I wasn't
Right. They talk about him so much in this episode, unlike the beginning of season 8. They did not just talk Mike. They dropped the mic literally, and then they were done.
Yeah. I think as they were more worried because Mike was the show, they were probably scared.
His storyline was like the precipice of, everything.
The entire show.
Yeah. Well, should we start?
Let's get in.
Do a little before the
credits.
Get it, girl.
Okay.
Get it.
Donna and Harvey are still having sex. They're still doing it. And everything has changed. And they both know it. It's not like one of them thinks everything's changed and the other doesn't. They both know it's changed.
It's changed. Samantha gets an urgent call from Katrina. She is in the boxing ring, literally. And somebody calls her at the office early saying she needs to get... Samantha's in the boxing ring. Katrina's at the office early. Samantha's boxing early. She calls her and says, you need to get here right now. This Robert situation is a problem. So many things about this scene are hilarious because one, she takes it on a flip phone. Somebody has to come and bring it to her and be like, Samantha, do you have a call? When she's like in the middle of a jab, punch, right? So I guess this brings me to my first depo.
Oh my gosh.
What's the first post-brief depo. What's the weirdest place where you've received a call and been like, why are you calling me here? Like, what are you doing? Why are we? Could you call me later?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like with cell phones, I probably get calls that in weird places all the time. And I just don't accept them. Right. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, remember when you could be at a restaurant and people would call the restaurant?
Yes.
And be excuse me, we have a call for you. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Like the babysitter could call Steak and Ale and say,
yes.
Hey, Amanda has eaten some ricotta cheese and I think it's on the allergy list on the back of page 2 here. What do we do? Like that's what they did.
Yeah. Or like how we would call, I see a lot of reels and TikToks about oh my gosh, we really were just calling our mom at work all the time.
Oh yeah. And Kyle used to call my dad's office and he would at the age of 7 or 8 and he would pretend to be my Uncle Jim, my dad's best friend. And he would say, hello, this is Jim Eccles. This is Randy's best friend. Can I please talk? And they're it's like the 2 kids in a trench coat. They completely knew that it was this elementary school child calling. But he would do it all of the time to try and get through to my dad. And so this is his best friend, Jim Eccles. I really need to speak to him. And he's like, hi, Dad.
That's a bit you probably would still do.
Probably
still do that bit. Hey, it's
Jim Eccles. Yeah, I used to call my mom, and I've sort of had the same voice and looked like a middle-aged businesswoman, kind of my whole life.
Your entire life.
My entire life. Before I got braces, I looked like I'd already gone through the whole ringer. But I used to call my mom and say, Dara Austin, please, at the age of 8. and they would patch me right through. Nobody would like. I did sound like a middle-aged businesswoman. Just
They're like, it sounds like an investor. An investor's on the line.
And Dara Austin, please. I'll hold. Thank you. Yes, it's urgent.
Mother.
Hey, Mom, Kyle won't stop pinching me. He's like, I'm calling Dad. Hello, this is Jim Eccles. This is actually a really great sketch.
Dad, Amanda's calling Mom. I love it. Yeah. So that's Samantha takes the call to Jim.
Yeah,
the next thing, Harvey is then comes into Donna's living room. She's currently leaving a voicemail for Rachel saying basically we had sex. And Harvey's like, oh, I just left a voicemail for Mike saying we had sex.
Yes.
And then they're like so giddy and they're so like, we're flirty and we finally had sex. And then there's a knock at the door and it's Lewis.
Yep.
Just like that. So drama. Yeah, that was good. That was like a radio play.
We're adding sound effects.
Yeah. And so Lewis opens the door. And he sees them together.
Oh, yeah, also.
But he doesn't even think anything of it, right? He's just like, of course you're together because you spent all night banging out the Zane situation.
And he meant like banging with the brain, and they were thinking banging with our thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there was so much sexual innuendo, as there is anytime Lewis Litt does not know what's going on. And Lewis is like, we need to do it. His default is dirty, but only when he's trying to be innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they got to do a press release. He's already drafted one. It's great. Yeah. And when he leaves, Harvey's like, how does he not know? Like, how can he be such a good lawyer and oblivious?
But there are so many people, though, that like, I have a friend that I grew up with who was so book smart, but common sense wise, she's not listening. She doesn't even probably know what podcasts are. She like, you would be like, are you kidding me? Like, it was amazing to see like the academia side of her brain and how it worked, and like truly brilliant. And when it came to common sense, none. Yeah. Nothing. Like everything was over her head, which was it probably still is. I don't know.
No, that's me though. That's me.
No, it's not.
It is, Amanda.
Stop it. You stop that right now, Maggie Rethelton. You have so much common sense, and you can read the room, and you know what sexual innuendo is.
I do. But I don't know when people are like hooking up or something. Like, I don't know. You know how you always know. You're always like, they're totally. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. I was like, of course Harvey's over there. They're best friends. His shirt's disheveled because he's a hard worker. You know, like I would be a Lewis in this situation.
No, I loved it when we owned DCH that I could be like, hey, guess who I think's gonna be a couple. Like I loved predicting.
And I'd be like, no way.
Sometimes you came to me with some hot goss though, and that was fun.
I know sometimes, but I would have to like literally see people making out, and then I'd be like, I think that they might
be together. Yeah,
they might be. Or they're like married, and I'm like, I think that they might.
Did you see they had a second kid? They might be together now.
They might now. I think it's real. Yeah. Also, things go over my head though. Jokes and things. When I was younger, then I got a comedy education. Thank you, Amanda.
I disagree with that. I don't think jokes go over. They go under your head, right into your brain,
straight to my brain. Sorry, I put that down so loudly.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. Okay. Sound effects. And then we hear our favorite song.
A greenback boogie.
Okay, that was perfect for me.
Was it? Okay, I will go with it.
Was it awful for you?
It was. Okay, should we do it one more time?
Yeah, because we seem to be doing okay. Ready?
1, 2, 3. A greenback boogie.
I thought it was great.
Okay, perfect.
Boogie kind of was like boogie, like a little kid was saying. Like I got a boogie. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Our favorite time after the credits. Alex is running through the city, and not like away from it, but as an exerciser. And he's running through the city when Stephen Faulkner from the New York bar greets him to talk about removing Zane from the letterhead. And Stephen says it will be to everyone's benefit to take Zane's name down on their own accord. I forgot that I watched the first few minutes of this episode with Dr. Witt because we had watched that season finale. And she was like, why would they go to Alex? and not the scene, like the name partners. Like, why did they corner Alex about this? Right?
He is a
And she
name
makes a good point.
partner. Because he is a
Oh,
name
yeah,
partner.
that's right.
And
That's
he's
right,
the
he's a
only
name
one
partner.
that's not, he's the only one that's not currently the managing partner, been involved in a
That's right.
fraud scheme, admitted
That's right.
to
That's right.
tamper, like what did Zane admit to? Breaking
All of it.
privilege.
Yeah.
And then being the protege of, like, Alex is the only honest guy in the eyes of the bar, even though we know his past.
Dr. Witt, that's the answer. I forgot to tell you that Alex is a name partner. You've got to watch the show. I don't know everything. I forgot. I was like, which makes a good point. But then I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
There's so many names.
Well,
so many.
There are. Yeah.
Donna's then in a taxi or car
Mhm.
service or whatever, and she leaves a voicemail for Thomas asking if he's free for lunch.
Right. And
she got to break some news to him.
She's got to break up lunch. Samantha tells Harvey that Eric Caldor has poisoned the well and is already stealing clients. I was like, dang, that's quick.
Yeah,
It wastes no time.
I have a lot of thoughts on him.
What are your thoughts? Greasy hair. Go wash your hair.
Dude, yes. And then we find out that he's a hockey player.
Yeah, go wash
in
your
like
hair
the
after
next
your
scene of
hockey
the
game.
Yeah, he just like he gets off
clean.
the ice.
Yeah, go wash your hair. It's like what's his face from a couple of seasons ago who wouldn't wash his hair either. Guys, you guys make too much money to not be washing your hair.
Yeah, you greasy dogs.
Greasy dogs.
I think it's interesting that Eric Caldor plays hockey because I feel like all of these attorneys have these aggressive hobbies.
They have to. Well, except Lewis, which is ballet and mudding.
Yeah, right. But we've seen how he blows off steam.
We have.
Okay, so then Thomas is now waiting in Alex's office. That's why he doesn't pick up the call from Donna, I guess, because he's waiting to surprise Alex. And he's like, you forced me to lie, so I'm here to fire you. And Alex tells him, listen, I appreciate what you did, and I'm sorry it turned out this way, but bye.
Bye, yeah. Caldor is playing hockey. Samantha and Harvey give him a warning to back off, and Caldor is trying to drive a wedge between them, and he's doing a good job. Samantha slams him against the glass, and Caldor wants 10 of Harvey's clients. He's like, I'll take 10 of your clients. I mean, she like goes hard.
Slams him.
Slams
I know.
him. Yeah.
Slams him. She's slammed people in the last couple episodes.
She's out to slam.
She's a tough bitch.
Yeah.
Alex then tells Alex then tells Lewis that Kessler left them. Thomas Kessler.
Yeah.
Donna's ex-boyfriend. And that the bar also approached him. And Lewis is like, okay, I need to check how bad our reputation is. And then I also need to tell the New York bar to go fuck themselves. He's like, this is not cool. That's not going to happen. Not under my watch.
Right. Samantha and Harvey are getting drinks and realize how alike they are. And then she asks what happened last night, that he just like up and left. And she assumes that he needed to be alone. And he does confirm that. He didn't offer that up, but he didn't like argue with it. And because she thinks he had to be alone because it was tough, like knowing what Robert gave up for him.
Yeah.
And he was not alone.
And
he did not think about Robert, because Robert and Donna don't look the same.
How weird would it be though if he was hooking up with Donna and he was just like, Daddy Zane?
It would be weird.
It would be so weird.
Yeah,
so weird.
So weird.
So then Thomas finally calls Donna back and it's super late. So she's like, I guess lunch is off. He knows that she was breaking up with him because no one goes from spending every night with each other to having lunch. And they kind of just end it very amicably.
Yeah.
Very chill.
Very chill. Sheila is making matzo balls for Lewis when he gets home, and she tells him that the firm's reputation is really bad among the college kids. And Lewis tells Sheila that Robert is innocent. She says the world thinks it was Robert, and he still needs to take Zane's name down. Like, it doesn't matter if he was innocent. That's not what the world knows. So, I mean, are you going to spend time trying to change their mind or just take his name down? Really?
Right. He makes this impassioned plea about like, I want my kids to do what's right. And she goes, okay, fine. But you look like you're doing what's wrong. So
right.
Knock it off. Harvey then tells Donna he can't come over tonight, but she's like, I already knew, because she also tells him, I mean, she knows everything, right?
Mhm.
And then she tells him that she ended things with Thomas. And then he tells her that he lied to Samantha and let her think that he was alone on the night that they boned.
Yep. The night they boned. Boning, 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 boning. What's your favorite song about boning?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, the first one that came to mind is "Let's Get It On," but that's not a song that I ever would listen to. I don't know why, but I can't like I literally now can't think of any other song. Let's get it bone.
Let's get it bone.
Yeah, I changed it. What's yours? What's your
know.
favorite Bone Zone song?
That was my first Bone Zone song that came to mind, because I think it is the most popular. But then I was like, what about the dip? You know, it's like you're getting ready to bone. Like, I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put yours and you put mine. And we can get down low and roll and grind. Get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? I might have done a hip hop routine to that in high school. I convinced our drill team director to do a dance to that song.
That was good.
Oh, Wild Thing. The song Wild Thing. The rap version.
Wait, the rap version?
Yeah, let's do the Wild Thing.
How does it go?
Working all week. That's time for my money. And then the weekend comes, I go get live with the honeys. Rolling down the street. Saw a girl and she was bumping. I winked my eyes, got into this, went to this club, was jumping, introduced myself. She said, "You're a liar." I said, "I got it going on, baby girl, and I'm a flyer." Took her to the hotel, and she said, "You're the queen." I said, "I'll be your king, if you know what I mean, and let's do the wild thing." Bonk, 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 bonk. Wild thing. Bonk, bonk, bonk. She loves to do the wild thing. The bummer here about singing that song live on YouTube is that I'll never recover. My reputation is never going to recover. That's the first problem. The second problem is it was so accurate, we might get banned from YouTube.
This video. I know, I'm sorry. No one's going to hear the rest of this because it's going to be the video's taken down.
Because that was so accurate.
That was like copywritten material.
Wild Thing? It's Tone Loc, I believe. You don't know the song Wild Thing?
No, I know it, but I've never heard that version, and that's like the one that I want on Spotify, like the one you just sang.
Listen to this. Listen to how hot this was. We did a high kick routine to that song.
Oh, that is wild.
Don't.
To the rap one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I pitched all the songs as a senior. I was like, we're going out. We're going to do the dip. We're going to do Wild Thing. We wore hot pink and purple unitards. I have a picture of it on my Instagram. I'll put it in the show notes. And we did this thing where we got in a triangle and we're like, do. Yeah, it's.
And no one said anything about a bunch of high school girls doing a bunch of sex songs.
No, nobody cared. It was crazy back then. We raw dogged it. No big deal. We did
literally bunch of raw dogging.
We did a high kick routine to the song "God Bless Texas" by Little Big Town or whatever, or Big Texas or something, and it was kind of a sexual country high kick song. We did all kinds of stuff.
Sexual country high kick song.
It was "God Bless Texas" with his own hands. Brought down angels from the promised land. He gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. It was so like, and the video was just a bunch of girls, just like, I think it had all the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Oh my gosh, quick depot.
Are you watching it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay, I didn't watch this season.
Okay.
I watched last season.
Get back to me.
Okay, I will.
Okay, I watched it. I was talking about it in therapy the other day, and my therapist was like, "Oh, have you finished it?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Okay, let's talk about it the next session."
Get her to subscribe.
Yeah, I don't think she.
You need to start talking about Suits.
Probably.
Talking about Dr. Lipschitz in Suits and be like, I just really appreciate and value. And she'll be like, I don't know Suits. And then she'll start watching and then she'll look for a fan podcast.
I haven't tried to sell any of my different hustles to my therapist. Try to keep that separate and not pitch, but she did watch America's Sweethearts. So I'm curious what you think because they did some interesting things this year. So I'm actually really curious about your feedback.
All right. Good.
Okay. All right. Maybe we can get through this episode. Sorry for that quick little concert.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a great.
Yeah, welcome, YouTube.
It was a great halftime show. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lewis then calls Gabriel Mock's dad, who's Henry Girard, who's the ethics class teacher at Harvard. And he's like, hey, I need you, Professor Girard, to send these Harvard law students our way. And he's like, there's a bunch of stuff going on, right? Like Zane is still on your wall. And then he realizes, oh, Harvey's actually to blame, of course. And he's concerned that all of this happened under Lewis's watch, which makes Lewis very upset.
He does, but what a way to get under his skin.
Yes, he knew it.
Get him, Girard, get him. Samantha tries to woo a new client, and so does Harvey. They both want the firm to distance themselves from Zane and also Samantha from Zane because she was trained under him. So it's kind of like a guilt by association situation.
So then Samantha, excuse me. So then Samantha updates Lewis and she's just striking out and she's pissed and she also doesn't know where Harvey is. And he's like, well, Harvey was up all night at Donna's working on it. And he is saying this completely innocently, but she, of course, knows what happened and knows what they were really doing. So she has this idea of how she can save the firm without getting rid of Zane.
Alex then calls the bar. He knows they can't make him remove Zane's name, but they say they can reorganize the firm and make Alex managing partner, which is like, what?
Yeah. I like that they just love Alex.
They do love Alex.
They love him. Samantha then tells Harvey that they're going to have to give Eric Caldor 10 of Harvey's clients. And she calls him out also for lying to her. And she reads him for filth because she's like, this was my person and I was in a real shit place. And then you left and you lied to me about it and you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Sheila meets Katrina for the first time. I love this meeting. I loved this meeting. They both would kill for Lewis, even if they don't like each other. They're both going to be working to get Zane off that wall. Sheila sees herself in Katrina and tells her to frump it up a bit. She's like, your beauty is like a turnoff. This meeting was so fun. And I remember the first time that I saw this episode, I was like, wait a minute, they haven't met. And I'm like, actually, they haven't met. And it's crazy that like both of those women are so important to Lewis and then they haven't met yet. But it's not like Lewis was trying to keep them away from each other like Brian with Katrina and Julie. And
not in a creepy way.
And kitchen kissing baby. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Donna then suggests Harvey get in the ring with Samantha and sorry, I hit my elbow. Let me take that again. Donna suggests Harvey get in the ring with Samantha, literally, and let her hit him, literally. And it's disrespectful not to physically fight Samantha. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym in the morning and I'm going to fight Samantha.
Depo, what do you think about this scene and this whole this thing?
Reverse Depo. What's weirder? Harvey getting in the boxing ring and punching his father, or Harvey getting into the boxing ring and punching Samantha? Do you remember that weird scene where he's punching his dad?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just had a brain fart because you said his father and Stephen Mock is here. And I was like, he never
were thinking Gerard.
And I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Now, thank you.
Yeah. Fictional dad. Both are weird.
They're both weird. I think it's got to be punching Samantha.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's weirder to punch your dad because I think Samantha does want to punch him in the face. But I also think it's weird to punch anyone. I think it's weird to go and punch someone who's mad at you personally and go to solve it.
his dad did something wrong. Like, no, his dad didn't do something wrong. His mom did something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His dad was just like, let's fight. Let's fight about it.
It's weird. It's weird.
It is
Carl
weird. I think they're both
Carl
weird.
made some weird choices. I wonder if
Mhm.
Carl was an aspiring boxer, and these were all of his like fan fiction ideas growing up that he never got to like, so he just wrote them into the show when he got hired to be the head writer.
Yeah. When he was little, he'd be like, I'm so mad I could box someone, but he couldn't actually box. So he was like, I'm just going to write about it.
Yeah. Roar. Jab, jab, punch.
Katrina then goes to see Alex early in the morning to talk about Zane's name because she knows it's going to come down to a vote and Alex owes her. So he needs to go make sure that Lewis is also on the side of taking that name down.
Mm-hmm. Post-fight, Samantha and Harvey talk about what Robert would want. They want to keep his name up no matter what.
They're like, yeah, so same conversation, different outcome.
Yep.
Henry Girard then calls Lewis to tell him Henry Girard calls Lewis to tell him that Harvard students are going to respond to his actions, and he knows what he needs to do. He's like, I can't just make people come because you say you're a good guy. And then Alex walks in and essentially reiterates the same exact thing and also drops that the bar wants Alex to take over. So they agree, Lewis and Alex, that they need to convince Harvey because Donna's never going to vote to take Zane's name down and Samantha's never going to vote to take Zane's name down. Yeah. So Lewis has to do this alone. He thinks he's the one who can do it.
Yep. Then Harvey can't convince someone to stay, and Lewis tells him they're losing too many and they need to take Zane down. Samantha overhears this and she is pissed. If they take his name down, she is gone and she will go to the bar. Harvey suggests that they can keep Zane's clients and his name up.
What's Samantha going to do if she goes to the bar? Be like,
they took his name down, which is exactly what the bar wanted.
Right. And then be like, but he lied. He didn't really do anything bad. And they're like, okay, well, then he lied. Then he perjured himself. Like, just we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Samantha.
Yeah.
Harvey then presents all of his clients to Caldor, which is his plan that they can keep Zane's name up if they keep the clients. And so Caldor promises to treat the clients well. And he's also says something about like Samantha having him wrapped around her finger.
Quick depo.
You got so many good depots.
Well, no, I have so many depots. Good is subjective. Thank you. You got 10 clients, all right? Mm-hmm. Because they trade them like they do like baseball players, okay?
Yeah.
What would if you were a client with your business, make up a business right now, okay? Mm-hmm. And you're a client of this firm and you're getting traded. What would you want on as like your slogan underneath your client, on your name, on your trading card?
Like
baseball cards.
Yeah. It'd be...
So do you kind of regret saying this was a good depot?
Yeah, I do.
Like it's pretty awful. I can cut it. I can just
keep this depot. This is a great depot.
Okay.
I think my business trading card in my blue folder that's being passed to a different law firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what do they say? Like they open up my folder and it says, Maggie's Muffins, and then it says, bad for butts, great for waistlines.
Yeah, I'm totally keeping this.
That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say bad for business.
Yeah.
Great for butts. Great for butts, bad for business. And that's why they're trading me. Get your booty big.
Get your booty big. Get that booty big. Maggie's Muffins. All right. Thank you for entertaining that. You just jumped over to it being a good depot. Too soon. Samantha and Donna, they meet in Robert's empty office. Donna tells her that Caldor is off his back and that Harvey is also giving Samantha one of his favorite clients. Donna apologizes and Samantha explains it's also her fault.
Because of the weird Robert Zane feeling loyal or making the mistake when he helped her get the mugger in prison who then got killed a decade ago. And now he feels bad all of a sudden. So he has to go down in a shame. Yeah. Very easy to explain. Alex is then pacing into Katrina's office and he's like, you still owe me because they're keeping Zane's not. Oh, you okay. Alex is pacing to Katrina's office, like he's like coming in real aggressively. And he's like, you know what? They're keeping Zane's name up, and we're keeping Zane's clients. So, I still owe you because I didn't do anything. And she goes, actually, like, you don't owe me anymore because I told you to convince Lewis and you did. But then she also feels like he knows something and he's keeping something from her. And I think what he's keeping from her is that the bar wants him to be managing partner. Is that what he's keeping from her? Or am I missing something?
No, I think that's what it is.
Okay. Because he's like too confident or something.
Yeah. Harvey and Donna meet up at Mike and Rachel's apartment that Harvey has been renting since they left. And he's been renting it under the name of Rick Sorkin. He made up an LLC, and Rick Sorkin is the one paying the rent. And it reminds him of all the things Donna has helped him accept. And they have this, sweet moment. Harvey's in a very casual, like, train, Ralph riding the train to go see his dad, Ralph Lauren, like, I'm chilling at my apartment, casual wear. So I feel like that always, like, come see the softer side of Harvey. Do you know the song? Come see the softer side of Sears.
Harvey. Excuse me.
Oh.
It's cute. Yeah, this is so weird. This is so weird. And I think that if Rachel and Mike found out that Harvey was leasing their apartment just so he can go and like smell the walls or stand in it or whatever, like, what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Get over it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would not secretly rent one of my friends' apartments, no matter how sad I was that they were not in that apartment anymore.
Yeah. Lewis is feeling good walking to the elevator when he sees Faye Richardson from the New York bar coming to take over the firm.
Oh, shit.
Dude, what'd you think at the end of this one? That's a crazy ending to the first episode.
That was a great ending to the first episode. It was great. Faye, I'm obsessed.
Are you?
Yes. So far, so good. Because she's so bad, but also so good.
Okay.
She's a good one. She gives Jessica Pearson energy to me.
I can see that. Okay.
In a way. Yeah. Okay.
We just met her. Let's get into the second episode. Special Master. This name we do not like.
Don't like it. Before the credits, Lucas, who's Samantha's old friend and wartime hero, buddy, Marine pal, comes to visit her at the gym because he's been let go from his job, and he claims that there's nepotism and that he was wrongfully let go. She is going to take this on pro bono.
Then we see Donna and Harvey. Darby have come over to Lewis's house, and he is wearing a Speedo instead of underwear, with a very tight zip-up Harvard hoodie vest. And they're all in the room, and they're there to tell him that they're together. And they're so excited they want to have a proper celebration, but Lewis is like, we're going to have to wait because I have really bad news. The bar is taking over. I think Carl tried to shoehorn in two very different things happening into the scene because he wanted to see Lewis in a Speedo. That's what I think. Because Lewis casually in his Speedo and his hoodie, eating his, Fruit Loops or his porridge or whatever it was, and being all lovey, like, oh, it's so great. And then all of a sudden this hard pivot to talking about Faye. It feels like if he was that upset about it, if they had walked in, he would have been like, guys, I can't.
Yes.
It's just so weird that it was like not a big deal, and all of a sudden it was. This is Carl wanting to see Lewis in a Speedo. That's all it is.
Yes, it's sexploitation of Lewis Litt.
It is for sure.
And he wears the Speedo, I guess, because it has more support
for his
friends, for his ding dongs. That's what he says. Like he wears it as underwear. Two things
ding dongs, like plural, like he has many dongs.
He's got so many ding dongs. Yeah, Lewis has.
I don't know what mudding does. I don't know what mudding does to you.
You start growing ding dongs off your ding dong.
Yeah.
This hoodie vest situation from Harvard is so interesting because we've seen pretty much all the other men in their casual looks, but Lewis is almost always dressed to the nines, save the one day he was going to take Sheila to Williamsburg, Virginia. Yes. Right. this was so cashed up that it was startling.
Uh-huh.
And also, I kind of want that hoodie though.
Yeah, you can buy
I
them.
want that. The hoodie vest like that
You can buy
with
a
no
hoodie from
sleeves,
Harvard.
and then sew it myself. The other thing was we were at a water park, my family and I noticed that a lot of people were wearing underwear underneath their swimsuits.
What?
Yeah, like
Is
men.
this a
And
is this a depot?
well, kind of. I was
For the
confused by
world, for
it.
anybody on YouTube right now, do you wear underwear under your bait? Like, you mean like they don't like
Like
swim,
men.
like they don't shorts,
Yeah. Like men
and
and
they
like
had
boys, like teens, like they were all like not all of them, but several of them. I was like, they're wearing like Hanes underneath their and you know, like because the swimsuit gets wet and so it starts to sag, and then you just see like the cotton undies.
I wonder if their swimsuits didn't have like this liner, like the trunk
I don't
part of
know.
it.
I didn't know. I didn't ask Kyle yet about it, but if anyone on YouTube or anywhere can
Yeah,
explain that. I mean, I
yeah.
guess I could probably Google it, but I just thought that was
You know what?
interesting that he's the opposite. Lewis wears the Speedos, the swimsuits all the time for the holding, but
Uh-huh.
these people in the wild were wearing the opposite.
Yeah,
For
it's
what
interesting.
reason?
We haven't had that lived experience, so I don't know.
I don't know.
It's wild. All right, the named partners. The named partners. They meet to talk about Faye taking over when Looky Faye walks in and tells them she's now the leader. She drops some facts that 2 managing partners have been disbarred and a senior partner has gone to prison. Those are facts. Yes.
Yep.
When there's this much smoke, then there is fire, and they need to prove that they're not going to cross the lines or they will be fired. She's got all the authority and is taking Zane's name off the wall, and Samantha is not pleased, and Faye is unfazed, as you said. Good pun.
Unfazed.
Unfazed.
Yeah. I feel like if this was the real world, this firm would have so many New York Times and like Atlantic and LA Times. Like everyone would be writing about this corrupt firm.
Right?
They'd be all
Right.
over. Like, can you believe this? The second managing partner? Like, who are their client list? Who is still with these people?
Right. It's crazy. And then we hear our favorite song.
A greenback boogie.
How was that for you?
A greenback boogie.
boogie.
A greenback boogie.
It's all good for me.
It's around.
Is it awful for you?
I can't wait to see what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we have I mean most of this is all tied together, but I do think we should talk about the Samantha and Lucas storyline separately because it kind of is an offshoot.
It is a little different. Yeah, let's do it. It's an offshoot. Hey, excuse me. Whiskey. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay. He says hi.
Hi, Whiskey. So Samantha is tidying up folders because she's going to quit. She's like, if Faye is here, I am quitting. And Harvey tells her, like it or not, the world thinks that Robert is dirty. And if you leave, Samantha, then everyone's going to think you're dirty too. So he tells her to wait this thing out. And then she's like, I'm worried about my friend Lucas's case. And he says, well, you took it on yesterday. So it is an existing client. So Faye can't touch it.
Yeah. Alex confronts Lewis about signing off on
Wait, are we
Faye.
going to do all the Samantha stories first?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Samantha, see, people are watching on YouTube they're getting the BTS. That's behind the scenes.
The BTS of OSF.
Mm-hmm. Samantha meets with Lucas's former employer about nepotism and wrongful termination. The employer dropped some facts that they had cause, and then Lucas was erratic and impossible to work for, but he didn't bring it up because they like him and they wanted him to have a soft landing, but the suit has no merit.
So Samantha and Lucas talk about his very obvious and glaring PTSD and how he was not honest with her about how his work was going. And she tells him he has nothing to be ashamed of, but he does need to get diagnosed in order to be protected. And then Samantha suggests, okay, well, if your employer won't pay, maybe somebody else will. He also does not want to get a diagnosis of PTSD. Like he's already been to the doctor and been like, don't diagnose me with it. Just give me anxiety because he doesn't want to have that label on him, which I understand in some ways.
Yeah. But it's okay because it gets him the help he needs.
Right. Right. He just doesn't want to feel like, I think it's similar to Samantha not wanting to feel like the victim when in the case with like her mugger, or was it with the
Mhm.
mugger that she was like, I can't be the victim?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he like gets let go, like I think that Lucas doesn't want to feel like a victim of his work and his legacy, maybe.
Yeah. Samantha walks past the empty Zane space by the elevators, and Faye says that she needs to drop the case with Lucas because it's a red flag that it's for her friend. Faye says that Samantha is going to have to do this without any firm resources. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Faye's just firm about it. She's like, you're gonna cut
She's the
corners
letter of the
or
law. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's just very matter of fact and unfazed.
Unfazed.
Samantha then asks Katrina for access to her expense account and for her help, and Katrina is not happy about defying the direct order. Also, Katrina is wearing this dress with some weird, like gold oval circle on it, and it's so weird and looks so awkward on her because Amanda, the actress, what's her name? Amanda, what's her
Schultz.
last name? Schultz. Amanda Schultz is so gorgeous, wonderful, talented. All of this. This dress is so weird. I didn't like it.
I'm sorry.
I was distracted by it. Samantha says she cannot let Lucas down, and because basically the history is Lucas went on and did 2 more tours and Samantha did not. She retired. Now she's wearing these expensive dresses and he's fighting to get some work, right?
Right.
So Katrina says, okay, I will help you, but we have to do this on the up and up, and we need to pick a fight that we can win. So we're not taking on the U.S. Army.
Yeah. Harvey has, no, let's see. Let's skip ahead here. Faye goes to see Katrina, or Miss Bennett, as she calls her, and she wants to know why Katrina is the attorney of record on Samantha's case. And Faye respects Katrina's willingness to work within the rules, and Katrina understands Faye's reasoning for not wanting Samantha to take the case. It's almost like they're such rule followers; they kind of like get along, like they, Except that Faye doesn't know that Katrina will kind of operate in the gray a little bit.
Just a little teensy tiny, but so will
all of them.
Yeah, and so will Faye, right?
Yeah.
Faye's also a little cutthroat. They all are, So Samantha is then depositioning Lucas's former employer, and she asks if they think that Lucas has PTSD, and they cite like that they had his furniture rearranged so he didn't have his back facing the door, and asks if they suspected it. And then the boss turns off the camera because he knows Lucas does not want PTSD on his medical record. And so he's like, do you really want me to say that I think he has it? Because then we're going to have to get him officially diagnosed. And then he's going to, like, there's just all these things that are going to have to happen. So they offer a $25,000 settlement, which is like a third of what Lucas was making or expecting to make. And it's no good to Samantha. She thinks this is a bad settlement.
Yeah. Katrina asks Samantha for an update, and Samantha, she wants $500,000 and she's going to blackmail him. And Katrina suggests that that's not a good idea. She says Lucas needs treatment. Like he needs help.
Yeah. Help your friend. So Samantha then presents Lucas with a settlement, and he's like, I just want my job back. I don't want this. But she tells him he actually needs professional help. And then he gets real mad. But she calms him down and says, you need to take a job here with this company. And it's a company that she's founded specifically for him to have a job on paper, get paid. He'll get $100,000 from working for her company. And then the only stipulation is he needs to get treatment and he needs to get diagnosed. Then she tells him, listen, I was beaten as a kid, and admitting that I needed professional help was what I needed to get over it. I could not do it alone. So he's been to war. He can handle this, just not alone by himself.
Yeah. I like that she did this.
I think she did a really good job. She knew what he needed.
Yeah. And she put some stipulations on it. Not like, I'm just going to give you some money. Like, you'll get your paycheck, but you have to go get help.
Excuse me.
Sound like a normal sneeze to me. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I didn't want you to feel jealous.
Okay. Then we'll
so
do
back
the rest
to
of
all the stuff. Yeah.
All the stuff.
Alex confronts Lewis about signing off on Faye. And he's like, why did you do that? And she says, I had to. You weren't there. Like, I had to do that. And then Gretchen walks in because she actually knows Faye Richardson. She used to work for her before she became the bar's special asshole. And she talks about how she got her husband in trouble because she found some stuff out about him. Like, she's just real a hard ass. And
Yeah.
Lewis has an idea. Faye only cares about what the bar does. Like that's what she cares about.
Mm-hmm. Katrina tells Donna about how she knew standing by Robert was a bad idea. And Faye walks in, Katrina walks out. Faye asked to schedule an exit meeting with Thomas Kessler, and she doesn't understand why he would leave the firm, which is like, I didn't know they did exit interviews with clients, but they do. Donna's already sent him the exit interview, but Faye wants an in-person meeting tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, sorry.
This is
It's so hard to get like when I was in HR, it was so hard to get people to fill out the exit surveys like before we did an exit interview. And sometimes they wouldn't even show up for the exit interview, or they would sit there and we would ask them these like questions. They're like, yes, it was good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thomas Kessler does not need to show up to this exit interview. Oh. He does not need to do that. But we know that he's going to because he's such an upstanding man. I'm mad at him now. I think he's a bad boyfriend. Kick him off your list.
Why?
I don't like him. I don't like that he's like such a like black and white do-gooder that he actually does badder,
Okay. Well, he's not knocking at my door right now, so I think we're okay.
Okay. So Donna then tells Harvey Faye needs to go. And that's exactly what Harvey was going to say, which is rare that they would agree about this. But they both agreed that they're a little less uptight since they, wow. Anyways, Donna tells Harvey about Thomas's exit interview, and Harvey says that they have to make it so that he doesn't have to talk to her at all. They have to figure out a way around that because he will tell the truth.
Bacon Benjamin goes to see Lewis, and it's not about Helvetica, the font. It's about Faye. He needs Benjamin. Lewis needs Benjamin to find a loophole in the bar's bylaws. He needs a program to find the technicality in the 3,000-page bylaws. Like he needs you to write this program, which is like crazy. It's like, just bring Benjamin some bacon and he'll do it.
Yeah. And because Lewis wanted the official font to be Helvetica for the firm.
Oh, no.
I was like, that's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Harvey then goes to see Thomas Kessler to fill him in on the Faye situation. And he asks Thomas not to leave the firm. He goes, if you don't leave the firm, then you don't have to do an exit interview. But before he commits, Thomas asks who Donna is to Harvey. And Harvey says she is the most important person in his life. And then Thomas asks Harvey, when did this happen? Basically, when they hook up. And Harvey tells him straight to his face, when I was acquitted or when I was let off the hook or whatever.
Yeah.
And Thomas says, okay, so one condition, you are going to be my attorney if I come back because you were so honest with me about the hardest question that I'll ever ask you without even flinching. So this is weird. This was weird to me.
Yeah, it is weird. Harvey has 2 shots waiting for him and Alex. He tells Alex that Kessler is back, but wants to be represented by Harvey. And Alex is pissed that Harvey is acting like this is a celebration, but he accepts it.
Yeah, he's like, okay. Whatever.
I mean, a client's a client at this point, honestly.
Yeah, you just got to take what you can get.
Yep.
So then Harvey tells Donna that Thomas gave him his word that he will sign the engagement letter. And they know Thomas and his word. He does not back out of it. And they're flirty and mushy and all smooshy schmooshy. And then we learn that Harvey doesn't even know his own phone number when he's leaving. He doesn't even know his own phone number.
It's crazy. Lewis introduces Faye Richardson to the associates. He tells them to give her a warm welcome by avoiding her. They have some questions about why she is there, and Lewis says she's an ethics expert, and then Faye interrupts to provide some additional context that she's there because of ethical questions about the firm.
Yeah, he's trying to sneaky introduce her while still looking like he's running the firm.
Yeah.
She goes, no, my friend. Alex then tells Lewis that some client is being sued. They have this bad judge, blah, 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 blah. And then Benjamin is waiting in Lewis's office to share that they are in a real pickle. And he can't do this. He can't figure out how to get into the bar without hacking into it. And Lewis goes old school Lewis on him and prompts Alex to ask Benjamin to leave and have this one-on-one conversation with Lewis. He's like, we need to blow out some steam. We are both having a very, very bad day. and we need to go find something. And Lewis is like, okay, there's no opera today. I don't have my mudding card back, and there's no cat fair. So there's absolutely nothing that could relax me. But Alex has just the idea.
Depot, what you need to blow off steam. What are the 3 things that would immediately help you blow off steam?
Okay. Going for a walk by myself. Going to watch a movie or a TV show by myself. Maybe go get a pedicure or a massage
By yourself?
I think by myself. But it's also summer, summer.
Yeah.
So I'm just craving some alone time.
Yeah. I get that.
How about you?
We'll give you a day off when we come visit.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I was already planning on you guys giving me a day off.
You'd be like, here they are. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
No, but I was like, oh, these are things that I want to go check out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably all the same. Like blowing off some steam or being anxious. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they aren't. But like for sure an exercise. Also kind of gotten back into the Peloton. So it's like whenever.
Oh, nice.
That's whenever I feel kind of anxious or I'm just like, I'm frustrated. I'll just go like pedal, 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 pedal,
Mm-hmm.
I do love a mani-pedi. I call it my vacation because I can't use my phone. Like I can't text or check email. So I just listen to a podcast and just let them rub and paint on me. You know what I'm saying?
Just enjoy. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
That feels so good.
Yeah. So Lewis and Alex are bowling.
That's what they're doing. A little different than a Peloton.
So blowing off some steam, It's Lewis's second time ever bowling, and he immediately gets a gutter ball, and then he throws it in a different lane, and it's awful. He can't even do the granny style. But then it turns out that Lewis was filled with rage, and he was a junior wrestling champion. And Alex suggests that he imagine face on all the pins and aim for them. And he gets a strike, and then another one, and it turns out he bowls like a perfect game, 300.
Which is so hard to do. But your brother, my husband, Kyle, has bowled a perfect game before.
Yes. Do you know that your sister-in-law took bowling as a class in college, and I almost failed it? I took it pass fail, and I was so bad at it that I almost failed it. Like I couldn't even get a C. So I had to study for the exam and had to come in for like extra bowling lessons at Wolf Pen Creek to what was supposed to be a fun Tuesday morning, because back then I smoked cigarettes. And we could smoke cigarettes at the bowling alley and bowl, me and all my sorority sisters. And I almost failed that class because I was so bad at it.
That's embarrassing, but also
it's incredibly embarrassing.
It's so interesting to me because you're such a good dancer. And they always say that like dance, like if everyone should take dance just because it's so good for athletics, right? Like football players should take dance.
It has nothing to do with athletics. It's because my elbow is double jointed.
Oh, of course.
It is.
Of course.
You said that like you didn't believe me. I'll show you. Look. Okay, look. See how I'm turning my hand, but my elbow stays up? Do you see that? Look at that. See how my elbow stays completely up?
Oh.
Isn't that weird? So this right here, it stays here when my hand turns over.
But can I do that?
Yours is moving. You should also see it in person. Like, okay, this hand is completely over. Elbow. Hand is up. Hand is down.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
It's on both sides. So there was a couple of like movements.
Like, that's like, what's this? Like, your forearm doesn't move.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
The question is, how did I discover it? The reason I discovered it is because there was like something that we were having to do in dance where she was like, do this. I'm like, I am doing it. She's like, no, but do this. Because like, when I lay out, look at that, cut that. But when I lay out in the sun, I have to go like this and like turn my shoulders over, because otherwise when I'm laying out like this,
you're always arms up.
Yes.
You're always arms up.
But see, do you see how my hand is down?
Oh my God.
But my arm is up. So it's hard to see.
It's a reveal.
It is a reveal, right? So my elbow.
Okay, because this is
the top of my elbow. Tickle, tickle, tickle. But this is my hand.
Okay, wait. How do you think my hand is right now?
I think your hand is. I think your hand is like mine.
Okay. How do
Bring
you
it
think
over.
my hand is now?
I don't know because I can't see your elbow because I have the outline covering it. I can't even wait. We have to talk about how you edit this before you post because this is what you're going to post online.
Okay, wait, can you see my hands?
No, you're frozen. That's the thing. I can't see
Oh,
anything.
no.
Okay, now they're up in the air. Now they're up in the air. Okay.
Okay.
I can see your elbows.
Okay.
Oh,
They're
yeah, your elbows
facing-
are turning.
They're facing different ways.
Yeah,
Can you tell?
I can tell if the left is different than the right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Wow. What a discovery.
Yeah. When you cut that, will you cut my arm fat out and just show? just don't do that, but start it when it goes like this. Okay, just start that.
I love it. Okay. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, I've cried a lot. I laughed.
People are watching and been like, I don't understand how they're not more famous.
I don't know. Yeah, they're like, I don't understand. Amanda's such a good rapper, singer. Her elbows.
Got a cool party trick.
Such a cool party trick.
All right, let's keep going. All right.
Okay. Louis and Alex are bowling. We did it. Done. Talked about it. Thomas goes to see Donna about signing the engagement letter. And it's not super awkward. It's just all business, minimal flirt. He's like, I'm just here to sign the letter.
Yeah. Louis bowls the perfect game, like we said. He feels super relaxed, and Alex agrees with his feelings about feeling like an outsider at his own firm. It hasn't been what he imagined it to be, like when he came over to join the firm, but he is still standing. Alex says when this is done, Louis will be standing too. Then he asks for more details on the wrestling thing. And then Alex reveals he is a tap dancer, but...
okay, this tap scene, a question for you, deposition. Is he actually tapping?
Well, somebody's tapping. I don't know if it's a body double or not.
Oh. Okay.
Somebody's tapping.
I was typing and taking notes, but it seemed comical, like the tap sounds. It was like this. And he was just like that.
I wasn't thrown off by it. And
you're a tap.
I'm a tap. Mm-hmm. But it could have been a body double. I have not Googled to see if our good friend Alex / Charlie from the West Wing / what's he from the other show?
Psych.
Yeah. Psych.
Is actually a tap dancer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're two very manly men.
Mm-hmm.
So then Donna is hand washing a mug in the regular people kitchen. Why don't they go to the executive kitchen more?
I don't know, because there are so many good croissants in there.
Yeah, and like when it was just them, they were in the executive kitchen all the time. And now they're like, we never go to the executive kitchen. It's like, but now this commoner kitchen is flooded with commoners and associates and junior partners. Go to the executive kitchen where the croissants are.
There's croissants and pain au chocolat. We saw both of those.
Pain au chocolat.
Pain au chocolat.
Pain au chocolat. How come no one spoke French to me when I was in France? Like, why?
Because
like what?
Because are blonde tourists, and the reason they all spoke and you were smiling and happy, and you're like bonjour, and Kyle walks in his bucket hat and his golf clothes, and I walk in with resting bitch face by myself, brown hair, and walking fast with purpose, and not friendly at all, and they all thought that I was French.
Well, pain au chocolat to me.
Yeah.
Louis then apologizes to Donna in the regular people kitchen for not sharing how happy he was for her and Harvey. He wants to hear all about it. Girl talk, like, let's do it. And then he's like, no, he says that she's the best thing that's ever happened to Harvey. And he finally realizes it, which is just the sweetest thing. He also wants to know all of Harvey's moves just to compare himself.
Which is so
gross.
Louis is so weird. Harvey tells, by the way, Rick Hoffman is not. He's an excellent actor. The character is just, it's one of the best characters written for TV. He's got a movie coming up. Maybe we should.
What? Yes, we should.
Yeah. It's, who is it with? Is it with Ryan Reynolds? I can't remember.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It looks really fun. He's like, wearing like a tracksuit that's unzipped and like gold chains. It's like that kind of character. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, Harvey tells Donna that Thomas backed out, and Donna says instead of Faye interviewing him, she's going to tell Faye the truth. She tells Faye that she was in a relationship with him, and Faye understands and appreciates Donna telling her the truth. So she did tell her the truth. She just didn't tell her the whole truth.
Yeah, right. A little sneaky. Also, Thomas Kessler, man of his word, backing out because it is too hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard. What a dick. Faye then asks Mr. Lewis for a prunie because he's making them. And then she goes, oh, and then maybe we can take these down and talk to Benjamin, who was trying to hack into the bar because you made him. Lewis lit. And he's just like, well, why did he rat on me? Why would he tell you that? And she is just fully flabbergasted that she has been defied left and right since she took over this firm. And everyone is just a bunch of wild dogs running around. And she's going to put a leash on every one of them, which I'm so glad the wild dogs is back, because in the early seasons, it was like, get your dog on a leash about Harvey and Mike. Get him on a leash.
Woof, woof, woof.
You know? She's going to do it. She's like Cesar Millan dog trainer.
She is Cesar Millan. Yeah. Donna tells Harvey they're off the hook. He suggests that they bust out the can opener, but then Gretchen interrupts and says that they need to get over to IT right now. Lewis is down there firing Bacon Benjamin. Donna and Harvey tell him to stop, and then Faye shows up and says this shows an utter lack of judgment. Lewis won't stick around to be humiliated, and he just storms off.
Yeah, everyone's just like, everyone's like, oh, he's trying to fire Bacon Benjamin. And they all just one at a time pop up. They're like, don't fire Bacon Benjamin. And Donna's like, you really can't do this. And Harvey just agrees with her. But you can tell that he doesn't really agree with her. And this is going to cause an issue.
It's like Kyle agreeing with you that lawyer is pronounced lawyer when he doesn't really believe that.
Yeah, but that's a little different because you know why.
I don't.
It's because correct.
Okay.
I'm the one who is wearing my Harvey Specter School of Law,
lawyer
for the lawyers. Okay, so he storms off hilariously. Anyways, Katrina then goes to talk to Alex about Lewis being a natural bowler. She is not surprised. She really knows Lewis, and he appreciates that. She knows Lewis, and she appreciates that Alex was there for him, because she knows one thing: he's going to really need his friends now more than ever. Katrina just kind of popping into scenes in this episode just to like.
She pops in a lot, though. It's like there were times where we wouldn't see her for like 3 or 4 episodes in season 8, and then all of a sudden she's the main character. She's got people all up on her arm, you know?
Right, but in this episode,
somebody over their baby, you know?
Yes. This episode, though, is just like, hi, we should take Zane's name off. And then it's like, thanks for being a friend to Lewis. You know, it's just kind of like these quick moments.
Yeah. Then Lewis goes to get in his car, and Faye is there.
How did she beat him?
I don't know. Well, he's probably stopped to chat or have a prunie or, do something.
Storm.
She comes to him in private so that he won't be humiliated. And she comes to him in private so he won't be humiliated. Pressure from the top is hard to withstand. And she says that he is not managing partner anymore, and he can accept it or he can resign.
She called him in.
She did call him in instead of calling him out, which I do think was nice. She's trying. You love Faye, so don't you?
I do like her. I do like her because I think that this firm does need someone to help them be more ethical. Like,
but do you think they want to be more ethical? It's like they have to want to change just because you think like.
Right, but they need to be, because the law requires a certain amount of ethics, right? And so there's just a lot of problems with this firm. And if they just listen to Faye, then they can go on and do the good work that they do without doing the naughty work that they've done.
I get that. Well, sometimes when I feel like I need strong leadership, I look to the conductor of a train.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Because they have to lead. They're at the opposite end of the caboose, and they're the ones that can get us to our favorite place, which is Prediction Town. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's go. Chugga 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 chugga. Okay. Lewis is not going to handle being stripped of managing partner well. I think he will debate resigning. Like, I think that's how big of a blow this is. Like, if I'm not going to be managing partner, I'm not going to do it at all. I think that Alex is going to take over because
Okay.
that was what the bar suggested. And it's not going to be smooth because that's going to have a lot of issues, like, oh, all of a sudden Wheeler, what is his last name? Williams. All of a sudden Williams is like up at the top and this is weird. But I think he would do a really good job at it. Just like Lewis, I think, was doing a good job at it for the most part.
Okay.
But Alex doesn't have as much baggage with all these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Donna, I think, is going to be mad that Harvey was just agreeing with her on things because you could tell that he was just like, And I think that's going to be a point of contention for them. Maybe their first like couple fight.
Okay.
I think Brian will be back to fight with Katrina, who seems like a little too level this episode. I feel like she was just kind of like the voice of reason, totally not emotional, big grown-up girl Katrina. And I feel like Brian's going to come and just like flip her over, but not in a sexual way or a sensual way, just emotionally. I think Faye is going to become everybody's mentor, the one that they really needed this whole time, and who holds their feet to the fire and makes them shape up or ship out.
Okay.
I think she's not emotionally invested. She didn't pay for Harvey's law school. You know, she hasn't been there from the beginning. Her child is not married to a fraud who the firm harbored for years.
Okay.
She's not emotionally invested.
Okay. Those are great predictions, as always.
Thank you.
That's your last set of predictions from the first episodes of this season.
There's going to be a lot of lasts.
Yeah, and it's also not quite as many lasts because we thought there were 16 episodes and we're calendaring things out. And then you texted me, you're like, there's only 10 episodes in season 9. I was like, what? Wait, what? I barely noticed. Yeah, it's crazy. It's going to get really fun and really wild.
And then really sad. Like, I'm already emotional because now it's only, 8 more episodes left.
Yeah, I feel like this time I have to let it breathe. That you're really emotional rather than just rolling right into a sign off. So I think we'll take a moment of silence here for you to process your emotions and me give you that space that you need.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know how to start that review, you could simply say, wait, Amanda, what was the song that you were singing earlier?
Let's Do the Wild Thing.
Yeah. You could write your review, could just say, let's do the wild thing and listen to this podcast from season 1, episode 1, all the way through. And then type.
Not the song.
That's not it. What song is that?
You were going to push it.
It is Push It.
Also,
that's the song. That's my sex song. That's it.
Song. Yeah.
That's why I sang it. It took the whole episode to come around. So that's it. Push it. Push it real good.
All right.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stop.